This is your collective intuitive reading and energetics for the second week of March, the 8th through the 14th. I'm Kat Beck, and this is Mystic Medicine. Let's get right into it. All right, there's this collective feeling of system reboot. And when I tapped into the elements from Chinese medicine to get a gist on where we're at, everything was in its infantile stage. It's almost as if we all get this fresh start within our emotional body, within our system. Those of us who've been on the path for a while, who've been tuning into our bodies, liberating our consciousness. That's the collective I'm speaking to. That's probably you if you've landed here. Meanwhile, other people in the collective are experiencing a myriad of different revelations within themselves. But we here almost have this new body to work with, this new emotional imprint and this new energetic signature that we're really being asked to assimilate into. Assimilation is the word of the week. So with this beginning fresh start, everything's in its like seed state. The earth has fresh soil, the seeds are starting to pop. And the old self and the ego can tend to want to make things go faster, to push, to get things moving. But we really have to allow this new growth to happen without disruption and without asking it to be anything more than it is right now. So like actual acceptance of what you've got going, of who you are right now, of where things are at in your life. And you're going to notice that you have this almost like renewed energy with this stage of being, with this like new growth. Because you're not exerting and exhausting all of your energy and resources on trying to control the outcome, on trying to micromanage everything, on trying to micromanage yourself and your emotional experiences. But the message here is to not confuse this new resource of energy with resources to be put towards productivity and getting shit done. That's not what this energy is to be utilized for. We're being asked to marinate in it, to really soak it in, and to let our consciousness calibrate to hold more coherence. That's the message. We got to marinate. We got to assimilate. We've got to allow our consciousness and our body to work together to hold these higher levels of frequency so that the collective can attune more easily and quickly. They don't have years to do this. They've got a shorter timeline to work with and likely a lot of dysregulated nervous systems. So what can we do? We can show up fully in our gifts, with our medicine, with just truly being ourselves without any resistance of who we are and how we are right now. That's the best way to help regulate people in the field, is to show up as you, fully, uninhibited. So, let's begin to do some intuitive energetics with this work. If you can, just take a moment to really slow down, maybe put your phone down and receive this clearing and recalibration. You might have been experiencing some like gut and throat stuff this week. That tends to be the main centers that might have experienced a little disruption, but let's think of it as a recalibration, right? Your body knows what it's doing. If we can get into acceptance, yet again, that every symptom is a sign of healing, is a sign of the body getting it done, right? It's not a sign that something is off. It's a sign that something is being restored. The best way to work with the gut and the throat simultaneously is through deep diaphragmatic breaths. Maybe you place your hands on the diaphragm You can make some circles. You might notice your throat starts to clear up. Okay. Might have to clear it. That's, again, sign that shit is moving. We are shifting energy. Woo! Deep breaths into the belly, side body, and back. Exhaling out slowly and smoothly. I'm removing any inorganic or artificial plugins to the solar plexus. And asking the body to process any inorganic or artificial substances that we may have ingested or consumed. And getting rid of all these things efficiently and effectively through our pee. Thank you, lymphatic system. Thank you, kidneys, for filtering. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Take a moment to really feel into the high heart, the upper chest, the clavicle, sternum area. And then pull the energy down the spine, into the sacrum, around the hips. Rooted all the way down the legs. Grounding into the earth. And then start to seal your field from below the feet to above the head. Creating this, not just protective shield or bubble, but this like incubator of assimilation. Beautiful. Good work. Thank you for receiving. Thanks for tuning in. I'm doing these weekly to really create a consistent practice of us tuning in to how we are and how we are in this collective sea that we are an integral part of, right? I do one-on-one work, mentorships, and sessions. My books will be open in a couple of months. If you're interested in my work, check out my Instagram, Beck. Website is mysticmedicineschool.com. Thank you for being here. Mwah!